Tom Brady's legendary success on the field has never been questioned. His early results as a minority owner, however, are drawing far more scrutiny. Following a disastrous season for the Las Vegas Raiders, criticism has begun to shift toward Brady's influence within the organization, with analysts arguing that championship instincts as a quarterback don't automatically translate to building a winner from the owner's box. Speaking on the Dan Patrick Show, NFL insider Albert Breer questioned whether Brady is still learning what it truly takes to run a franchise. I think Vegas needs to figure out how they're going to be set up going forward, Breer said. I think Tom Brady's got to learn how to run a football team. And it sounds weird coming from me. You know what I mean? He's the greatest player of all time. Breer pointed to John Elway's post-playing career as a cautionary comparison. While Elway eventually became a powerful voice in Denver's front office, his early years were marked by humility and a willingness to learn the operational side of football. When John Elway got back to Denver in 2011, there was a real acknowledgement of what he didn't know, Breer explained. He rolled his sleeves up and learned how to scout, how to evaluate. Playing in a league gives you instincts, but it's not the same as building a team and managing an entire football operation. Brady officially became a minority owner of the Raiders in October 2024, purchasing roughly a 5% stake alongside partner Tom Wagner as part of an ownership group led by Mark Davis. From the outset, Brady viewed the role as far more than a passive investment. Although NFL rules restrict formal titles for minority owners, Davis made it clear Brady would play a meaningful strategic role. I want Tom to have a huge voice. No question about it, Davis said. It's part of building the infrastructure of the organization. A football person on that side who's not a coach or a general manager. I believe Tom, in time, will be the person who can oversee the whole picture. But the 2025 season painted a far less encouraging picture. The Raiders stumbled to a 3-14 record, and Brady's growing influence quickly became a point of debate. Agents and league observers suggested that his football opinions were shaping organizational decisions, sometimes in ways that complicated internal dynamics. Quarterback Geno Smith's struggles only amplified the criticism. Smith finished the season with 19 touchdowns and 17 interceptions, prompting questions about whether Brady's guidance was helping stabilize the offense or muddying the decision-making process. According to a Raiders agent, Brady's entry into ownership served a purpose beyond mentorship and football insight. The agent claimed that Mark Davis needed additional capital to operate the franchise at a higher level, and Brady's investment came with influence attached. Brady has a lot of say in the organization, said the agent, who represents a Raiders client. He will be gone, and Spytech will stay because Brady will want it that way. Mark Davis needed an influx of cash to operate differently. With new cash come strings, and those strings are Tom Brady. Those strings are already becoming visible. Following the firing of Pete Carroll after the disappointing season, Brady is now actively involved in the Raiders' search for their next head coach. Davis confirmed that Brady will work closely with general manager John Spytech to identify the franchise's next leader. With real authority now tied to his ownership stake, Brady's role is no longer theoretical. The coming months will determine whether the greatest quarterback of all time can translate his football IQ into front office success, or whether the transition from field general to organizational architect proves more difficult than expected.